What's the one rule in the military that makes absolutely no sense until you break it? The rule was simple. Always clear your weapon 3 times before maintenance. Not once, not twice, 3 times. Even if you just watched someone else clear it. Even if you're absolutely certain it's empty. I'm Private First Class Brennan Walsh, 6 months into my first deployment. Our armory sergeant was this older guy named Staff Sergeant Quincy, 22 years in. Real by the book type. Every single time we did weapons maintenance, Quincy would stand there watching us clear our rifles. Remove magazine, lock bolt back, visual inspection, physical inspection with your finger. Then do it again. Then a third time. This is ridiculous, my buddy Curtis complained one afternoon. We literally just came off the range. These weapons are obviously empty. We all cleared them there. Quincy didn't even look up from his clipboard. Clear them 3 times anyway. But Sergeant, we're wasting time. We could be cleaning them instead of checking the same empty chamber over and over. 3 times, Private. That's the standard. The whole platoon thought it was stupid. We'd spent all morning at the range, cleared our weapons before leaving, cleared them again at the armory door. Now clearing them 3 more times before disassembly. Seemed like Quincy was just being difficult, making us follow pointless rules because that's what old school NCOs do. 2 weeks later, our unit got tasked with training some Iraqi army soldiers. Cultural exchange thing, teaching them our maintenance procedures. My squad leader, Sergeant Griffin, picked me and Curtis to demonstrate proper rifle cleaning. The Iraqi soldiers seemed eager to learn. Their equipment was older, less maintained. They were taking notes on everything we did. I grabbed my rifle from the rack. We'd been out on patrol that morning, came back, cleared weapons at the gate like always. Now I'm setting up the demonstration. Curtis starts talking through the process in simple English while their interpreter translates. I'm the hands-on guy, showing each step. First, remove the magazine, Curtis says. I drop the mag, then lock the bolt to the rear. I pull the charging handle. Here's where I messed up. I glanced in the chamber, saw it looked empty, and immediately started disassembly. Didn't do the 3-time check, didn't do the physical finger inspection, just assumed it was clear because we cleared them at the gate. Started pushing the takedown pin. That's when Quincy's voice cut across the room like a knife. Walsh, did you clear that weapon 3 times? I froze. I cleared it at the gate, Sergeant. I asked if you cleared it 3 times just now. Visual and physical. My face went hot. No, Sergeant, I only looked once. The room went completely silent. Even the Iraqi soldiers could sense something was wrong. Quincy walked over slowly. Lock that bolt back again. I pulled the charging handle. The bolt locked to the rear. Now look inside and tell me what you see. I bent down, looked in the chamber. My blood went cold. There was a round in there. A live round. Somehow a bullet had gotten lodged at an angle, not visible from a quick glance. Must have jammed during our patrol and I never noticed. If I'd finished disassembly, if I pulled the trigger during function check like we always do, that round would have fired. Inside the armory, with 20 people standing around. Curtis went pale. The Iraqi soldiers looked confused. Quincy just stood there with his arms crossed. This is why we clear 3 times, he said quietly. Because the first time, you're tired. The second time, you're distracted. The third time, you actually pay attention. He made me clear the weapon properly. 3 full cycles. Remove magazine, lock bolt, visual check, physical check with pinky finger. Do it again and again. The stuck round finally came loose on the second clearing. Fell right into my hand. That round, Quincy continued, picking it up, would have gone through Walsh's hand, through Curtis standing next to him, and probably through Specialist Donovan standing by the door. 3 soldiers dead or wounded because somebody thought checking 3 times was a waste of time. He held up the bullet in front of everyone. This is a 7.62 by 39mm round. Wrong caliber for that rifle. Means Walsh picked up someone else's ammunition during patrol. Loaded it without checking. It didn't fire because it doesn't fit properly, but it fit enough to hide in that chamber. I felt sick. Curtis looked like he might throw up. The Iraqi soldiers were frantically writing notes. Their officer said something to the interpreter who translated. He says this is the most important lesson of the day. For the rest of deployment, I cleared my weapon 3 times. Every single time. Visual, physical, 3 cycles. Didn't matter if I just cleared it 5 seconds ago. Curtis became obsessed with it too. Started checking other people's weapons, making sure they did all 3 cycles. We got back stateside 8 months later. New privates came in, started complaining about the 3-time rule. This is stupid. One kid named Lane muttered during his first armory day. Why check 3 times? Such a waste. Curtis walked over, pulled out his phone, showed the kid a photo. It was that stuck round. The one that almost killed us. See this bullet? This is why you check 3 times. Because the first time you don't, somebody dies. The kid went quiet. Did his 3 clearances without another complaint. Quincy retired 2 years later. At his ceremony, he told the whole battalion about the stuck round incident. Said it was the closest he'd ever come to losing soldiers during peacetime. Some rules seem pointless until they save your life, he said. The 3-time clearance rule exists because at some point in history somebody died from not following it. Don't let that person be you. I'm a sergeant now. Train new soldiers on weapons maintenance. And you better believe they clear their rifles 3 times before touching anything. That's the rule that makes no sense until you break it. And if you're lucky like I was, you get a second chance to follow it properly.